Interesting moment. Chris Broussard joining me. New York Times. Our basketball guru. Very, very well connected. I went to the Jazz Clippers last night. Jazz are interesting. Clippers are guys. They need Kawhi Leonard.
Guys fit well around a superstar.
Yeah. They don't have one. So Kyrie Irving comes out yesterday and apologized. What does it mean?
A few things. One, what people are missing is that this was also a message to Kyrie's teammates in Boston. Like the young guys, like, hey, I was where you're at. I get where you're coming from, but listen to me. Just, that's what he's trying to get them to listen, because he faces a challenge that LeBron does not face as a leader. LeBron obviously has won championships, so has Kyrie, but when LeBron leaves a team, they plummet.
Yeah. Okay?
Cleveland was no good before him. They didn't win games when he was there, when he didn't play, and once he left, they plummeted. The players in the Boston locker room got to be thinking when Kyrie says all this stuff, dude, we were one game from the finals without you.
Thank you.
We know you're the best individual player here. There's no question about that. But as a team, we might be better without you. That's what he's fighting. Terry Rozier was playing better, and Jaylen Brown was playing better. Jason Tatum was playing better.
These are not opinions, facts. Right. Jason Tatum was better without Kyrie.
No question. The ball was moving more. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, this is just, would Kyrie go back to play with LeBron? He's a free agent. No. Would he go to the Lakers?
Well, I think intellectually, they're both kind of quick, smart guys. Like, I think LeBron will play with, who does LeBron like? Kevin Love, D. Wade. He liked Kyrie.
He loved playing with Kyrie.
Okay.
He has major respect for Kyrie's game.
Oh, you should. Kyrie's great. LeBron, to me, gets frustrated when guys aren't basketball savants. Mario Chalmers wore him out. J.R. Smith wore him out. Kyrie, the intellectual part of Kyrie, he's a smart kid. Right. The earth is flat thing, notwithstanding. But by and large, Kyrie and LeBron, I always thought, worked.
They did work, and Kyrie is recognizing that now. Here's what Kyrie has to ask himself, and this could determine whether he would want to go back to play with LeBron or not. Do I want the responsibility of being the team leader? Because when in Cleveland, Kyrie could just ball. He would go to practice.
Yeah,
he would go to practice. Now, him and LeBron never had a blow up. He helped LeBron with his handle. They did ball handling drills together.
LeBron was hurt when he left.
Right. Yeah, he was. And Kyrie would be at LeBron's house. LeBron would talk to him about business and stuff like that. Now Kyrie's trying to start a media company. So they had a good relations, or a solid relationship. But Kyrie was the type, I go to the gym, I get my practice in, I do my stuff, and then I'm out. LeBron, as the leader, was the one who dealt with the egos in the locker room, bringing everybody together, making sure we're on the same page. All that comes with a leader. Kyrie now has to deal with that.
And I'm not sure he loves it.
No, because he said everybody's not cut out for this. He didn't say I'm not or I am. So we don't know. We could infer, though, from his comment that he might have been saying I'm not cut out for it. For him to do that type of mea culpa and admit I called LeBron, maybe he's saying, look, man, I just want a ball. And there's no shame in that.
By the way, I said this. Scottie Pippen was allowed to just ball.
Right.
Michael left. Scottie had to stick around for an hour and answer questions. Scottie didn't like it.
Great point.
And then I covered him. He went to Houston. He didn't get along with Barkley. He went to Portland. I covered him. He didn't like it. Scottie liked balling.
That's a great point. And look, if Kyrie is thinking in himself, no, I do want this responsibility, he'll either stay in Boston, go to New York, or Brooklyn, is what I'm thinking. If he decides, I just want to ball
and win titles,
then he could look at joining LeBron with the Lakers. I think it'd be great, and I think they could win titles. And Kyrie has to understand, too, even though Dwayne Wade won the championship before LeBron, his legacy was enhanced by those 4 years and 2 titles they won in Miami. You mentioned Pippen. His legacy was enhanced by winning with Jordan. Kyrie he's going to be probably a Hall of Famer if he stays healthy anyway. But if he becomes a part of this iconic duo, LeBron and Kyrie, they win another championship for the Lakers or 2. That's going to enhance his career much more than just being the #1 guy, a perennial all-star, and on a team that was always close but never quite won it.
So I hear you don't like my theory, and you love football and played it, and you basketball. I have a theory. Is that the football culture in America is about taking young men. Football's always been more, I depend on you, you depend on me. Even the best player, Tom Brady, is like, if you don't block, I get crushed. It's always been a very unified us. Offense is choreography. One of us moves an inch, it's a penalty. It's more of a we than a me. And then you go to college and they redshirt you. You will not play. And you will spend 4 years in college. And then NFL players get married sooner than NBA guys. Statistically, you have to be a leader of your family.
Yep.
NFL's never had a leadership void. Players are older. They go through college for 4 and 5 years. Basketball's culture in America used to be more like that. Michael Jordan went 3 years. Okay, Larry Bird went to college multiple years. Ewing did. Duncan did. The current basketball culture in America is it skips a vital step. Spot the talent in high school and let's get him paid in the pros. And all of us grow up in college. You did, I did. Yep. Oh, now you got to shop for your own groceries and pay your own rent. And I made a lot of mistakes in college because I didn't. My mom did my wash. Mom did the shopping. And I think basketball culture, Kyrie, Duke, I'm out. LeBron, I'm out. What Kyrie is what the league has become. Unbelievable gifted players. Not a ton of leaders. I think basketball's got a leadership void.
I certainly agree with your point on college and how you mature and grow as a college person. No question about it. However, it's not that black and white. Allen Iverson stayed at Georgetown under John Thompson, no less, a great leader of men. And we saw how he was in the NBA. Great player, but not a leader. Didn't want to practice, didn't want to show up on time.
And LeBron didn't go to college, and he is a great leader.
And Kevin Garnett didn't go to college. I would argue, a lot of people might argue against it, for all his faults or whatever, Kobe Bryant, you got to say he was a good leader. I mean, he led a team to 2 championships. Look, Michael Jordan
was a good leader.
Kobe led a lot like Mike, though. Mike was like, get on board. He was, he didn't have much, he didn't fancy people's shortcomings. Look, get on board. I'm going to lead you. We're going to win my way. That's what Kobe did. It only works if you win. If you don't win, you're a jerk.
Michael was on that plane every night playing cards with the boys.
Okay,
Michael,
there's a difference there. That's the difference in personality.
Yeah, Kobe was up in his hotel room.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Now, a lot of that was he grew up outside of American culture, and especially Black American culture.
So you don't think my there are exceptions.
I think there's a lot of exceptions though. Barkley was in college, threw people through windows, spit on fans.
He had a temper.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying though, I do feel like in the NBA. We want to get these kids. We spot the talent. Let's get them paid. And I think you're skipping a step, a 3-year, 4-year window of, hey, man,
no,
make your own bed, wash your own clothes, play in a system. Michael Jordan, the old joke, the only guy to keep Michael under 20 points was Dean Smith.
Right. Yep.
You learn to sacrifice in college. You're doing your own laundry. You're playing with other stars. It's almost like hazing your first year as a freshman. Michael, you sit down.
Right.
You learned. To me, college was a grown-up stage. Football, everybody goes to college, minimum 3 years, most 4, some 5.
I'll say that I don't think it would be fair if you went back to the old way where guys basically stayed 3 years in college. But I do think it would be better for the game of basketball.
Oh, I do too.
I do. Now, again, I don't think it would be fair.
Right.
But it would be better for the game of basketball.
The game of basketball has never been more skilled.
Right.
And guys have never made more money. And I love, I'm for that. You and I are both big player mobility guys. But I do think the basketball culture is a little broken in America where college is seen as just avoid it. And you cannot tell me there's not a value of being on a college campus, a diverse campus, going to class, learning from a coach, being in a system, being the youngest guy in a team.
Right.
I like that too.
But you know what? I think instead of going that route, I think the basketball is going to head more toward the European route.
They are.
Because Luka Doncic,
yes.
Look, he reminds me of Larry Bird.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
All right. That's not the worst thing to throw out there.